Just going to have a look at the back food forest before that turns into rain. It's a pretty miserable Sunday. So I have the greenhouse over the pineapple and it's looking not too bad. The new shoots are looking a lot greener, so I'm hopeful that the greenhouse over the top has sort of saved it. Once the weather warms up a little bit more, I'll probably remove it. But for now, it's still getting a bit chilly. The mulberry has beautiful new growth. It actually has quite a lot of mulberries growing on it, so that's pretty cool. Artichoke is going well. I think there's maybe 3 or 4 from the punnet I brought, but this one is flowering. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's about 6 flowers on there. Guava is doing pretty good. A little bit of shredding on the leaves up higher, but other than that, fairly good. Raspberry needs a bit of a trim, but I'm also going to move them and put some trellis up for it. Mandarin, it's getting some new growth. This little artichoke's not doing too much. Sage is being demolished by caterpillars, the hairy ones. I can't see any at the moment, but it's usually quite covered in them. Yeah, I can't see any at the moment. They might have moved on, but I'm going to trim this back down too because there's a lot of new growth in the middle, so I'm just going to trim it down, get some new shoots on that. Comfrey's looking terrible. The blood orange, it's got some new shoots, but they're like the little pin shoots, and I find when these little pin ones grow, they don't do too much. I've got a giant big slug on there. Bye. Elderberry, since I've cut it back, has got lots of new shoots. It's going good. Kumquat's looking fairly good. Some of them might ripen soon. And then I've put more greenhouses in for the citrus. They're just the ones mostly in the shade. This one hasn't got any new shoots yet. I've just left one window open, so when it gets a little bit of sun, it warms up a bit. This is the Naval Washington, and it's actually getting some new shoots, but I did think it was because I put the greenhouse over it, but the ones out in the open are getting new shoots too. However, these ones aren't getting so much sun, so I'm hopeful that the greenhouse has helped somewhat. It's the Bangkok apple guava, has been eaten by something, and I inspected it yesterday and I couldn't see what it was. I'm thinking it could be grasshoppers. Then this is the Tangelo, the new Tangelo that I replaced the other one with, and also is getting a couple of new shoots, very tiny ones. The black sapote, still getting new shoots, but it is getting some marks on it from the cold. However, I think it's going to be okay because we're coming into better weather. The Hawaiian guava or pink supreme, I can't remember now. I'll have to look back on other videos. But they're getting a lot lighter. They're still very firm. And we've got some little ones growing as well, which was quite surprising for winter. I can feel the rain coming. This is my red-fleshed apple, which is already getting new shoots, and it hasn't even been in the ground very long, so that's pretty cool. I think this is This was my other one, and I've already forgotten the name of it, but it is starting to get some little shoots on it. So that one's starting. Nectarine I'm not expecting to shoot because it starts very late. My other 2 apples, this one is getting some new shoots, just slightly. And this one as well. So they're starting, which is awesome. Banana-wise, the red ducker hasn't done much. Not going to get a lot of this, as I've said in previous videos. Still hopeful these will ripen though, because I'd really like to taste them. And then we got the dwarf cav, which has got that nice bunch on it. And they're plumping up nicely. These are a brilliant tree. I'm going to, a plant, not tree, but I'm going to get some more of them. Then still waiting for these ones to do something. They're not getting very plump. That's the blue java. And I might have to take a break in filming because of the rain. Right. That was a pretty big downpour. Probably should fix that gutter. Right, where were we? We're up to the blue java. So this clump is starting to plump out the down bottom. Top one's still a bit skinny, but I think they'll be okay. And I think these ones have just been like hammered by the weather. All these marks are from exposure. I do have some bags, but the only bags I can find to cover my bananas are plastic, and I'm really reluctant to use plastic. I was trying to find maybe some organic plant-based covers to protect them from the elements and anything that wants to eat them, but I haven't been able to find any. So if anyone knows of any organic, non-chemical like bags that I can put over my bananas, that would be great to know. So I just find it very unusual that there aren't any options, because we're all trying to grow our own so that we're not getting the chemicals in them, and then yet I'm kind of, if I want to cover my bananas, I have to put plastic over them. It's weird. But anyway, if you know of any, let me know. Okay, we have the Japanese seedless citrus mandarin. It's probably the only bad part is this little tip, but no new growth that I can see, but I mean, it's looking good. It's not, I think it might be just starting to shoot some new growth actually, just very slightly. But I mean, it hasn't deteriorated, which is good. All the sweet potato shoots that are left in have sort of perished, but you can see that a couple just starting to get some new growth, so that's pretty good. And I'm sure there's a lot more underneath that's going to reshoot once it gets a bit warmer, so. What else have we got? I think we've sort of done all up here. I've got like a random finger lime growing. It's probably the first successful one I've had. It, if it develops into something good, it does have some new growth, but looking a little yellow, so I might spray it with some trace elements. Oh, there's another little finger lime in here. This is pretty cool, but I would like a lot more, because I really want to try it in a salad. The edible Geraldton wax is going well. The pepino that I hacked back is looking good. However, the spider mite probably will eventually get to it, and now we have a snapped pole. So that lot of storm that came over has done this, so looks like I have a repair job to do today. But underneath here, we have the bacon avocado, and I've just noticed that it's got all these flowers growing, and it snapped some off from this pole that's broken. From this pole that's broken, so I'm going to have to get onto that ASAP. Luckily, I have a spare steel picket from repairing this one, so and another reason why I need these pigeon peas to take off so I can just get rid of these. Again, this red ducker will be coming out. I'm going to put probably another mango here or something like that. This is one of the blueberries I never planted in the ground, but it's doing well. It's flowering and shooting off some fruit. The purple Malaysian guava, it has lost a lot of leaves. The tip of this isn't feeling too great either, but it's a more tropical one than a lot, so I kind of expected it not to like the cold. We must have got another frost because this tomato wasn't looking this bad before. And it's a volunteer, so I'm not too fussed by it, but it was looking quite healthy only a couple of days ago, so I feel like we got another frost that I didn't know about. Well, once I'm at work, I get warmed up doing gardening, so I'm not like really feeling the cold all that much. Some fungi. Now, I did have 2 pigeon peas. This is the remnants of one of them. So, it's dead. This one was feeling the cold, and you can see all the tips have gone black. So I'm not sure how this is going to go, but it is getting some new shoots. So some of that warmer weather we had has sort of kicked it back into gear, but I'm not sure how much of that I'll lose. You can chop and drop these quite heavily, so I'm guessing I'll just snip all the dead bits off and it should be okay. So I got the 2 nashi pears. Can't remember which one's which. Doesn't look like anything's shooting on them yet. We've got a lot of strawberries growing. The blueberries are looking pretty good. Oh, there's actually a ripe one. Nice. Oh, it's not really that ripe actually. That was probably a little soon, but I'll eat it anyway. Nice and sour. I do like sour fruit, but that was a bit much. Oh, you can see my dogs have been here. So yes, there's probably been some ripe ones, but there's one in here. I'll pick it. Oh, that one's better. Much better. Very nice. Papaya is, I don't know what that is. Yuck. Well, it's fruiting. Leaves looking terrible. And I'm sure that one will be okay. This one, on the other hand, I think if we had any more cold than what we had, I think it would have gone, but we've gotten some new shoots. So I think once the warmer weather comes, we'll be right with that. This one, looking a little shaggy from the cold, from the wind, but holding its fruit quite well. So that's pretty good. I did cut this nasturtium back from around this blueberry, and it's grown back, so I'm gonna have to cut around that again. And I'm gonna cut it along here so I can plant some more peas, because I've actually removed all of these peas, except for a couple down here that didn't look too bad. Artichokes looking all right. These are all, I'm pretty sure these are all snow peas. So I've got a fair few of them, which I'll come out and harvest if the day continues to give me some breaks in the weather. So it looks like there's a fair few. There also looks like the dogs have got some. I keep finding them laying down like this, so I keep propping them back. Probably overplanted there, but we'll put some more snap peas in along here, so I'll bring the nasturtium back and bring it back from the blueberry. That's the Parma mango, which again, you can see the top, there's like, it had some new growth and then it's just gave up, but it's not dead, but still not doing anything. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what to do with that, honestly. It's just stagnant and doing nothing. But, you know, warmer weather comes, it might take off. And then we have, what was that? No, named up my mango. Doesn't look like there's any new growth, but it's not exactly dying. And I do have that a little bit exposed because I haven't closed the top. And then that's up there is the hast. Now those leaves looked terrible from when I took the cover off, and we got a really hot day. So I'm not sure if that's still remnants of that, or if it's again exposed to the cold or what that is, but I mean, it's not dead, so I'm not overly worried about it, and I can see some new growth. Yes, not really heaps to report on, obviously, because we're not getting too much good weather. It's turning now and we know it's on its way. We've got the pineapples. I've lost a couple of pineapples. We've got the little pineapple there and another one there. And you can tell by the yellow, it's probably cold, probably water. There's another one there. And I'm pretty sure the rest of them are lost. The miracle berry, we actually got this little mini greenhouse for because I wanted to put one of the bigger ones over it, but you can't even see it. It's looking that terrible. So I'm leaving that completely closed to see if I can get some new shoots on it. Because my dogs keep eating my strawberries, I've brought all these secondhand pots to put some strawberries in. So, you know, they got rusty holes in them and stuff, but I'm not too fussed about it. I needed something to hang. I looked at some new ones to hang up like this, and for the amount I wanted, it was going to work out expensive. So I've found these on Marketplace. They're going to be fine for what I want. I'll plant out some strawberries in them. I've got at the back side there, I have another 3, a big one and 2 small ones. So that should be enough strawberries for us. Although I did buy some seeds for trailing strawberries, which means they're going to hang down, which means the dogs will get them. So we'll see what happens with that, but that's the new plan of attack for strawberries. There's, yeah, again, not heaps happening. So it's you. It's you who's eating my peas. Don't act all innocent now. I've been blaming those little dogs, and it's you. It's you. Caught in the act, red-handed. Okay, you can see what he's after. And being a taller dog, it's kind of blown my strawberry idea out the water for them reaching those strawberries on the compost bay, because he doesn't have to reach up too high, do you? Do you, Ope? Hey? No. All right. Maybe I won't get any more strawberries. So I'm going to plant them out today. I'll fill them up with soil. I'm still waiting on the seeds. They're meant to be bigger strawberries, so I could buy some from Bunnings, but I'm going to wait because the strawberry seeds I brought say that they're going to be large. So I will put the soil in them and then I'll wait for the seeds. all ready for the strawberry seeds when I get them. Can't wait to try this apple. Anyway, I think that's about it. In spring we'll have probably more interesting food forest tours out the back, and I better fix this surround before my mango gets any more damage than it already is. Seems like I'm always fixing something, but when you use wood stakes, that's what happens. All right, well, I'm gonna get on to this job and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy and enjoy your weekend.